All right. No shave November and a 50-year loan. I just learned 2 things.
So there you go.
That's what we're going to focus in on. Yeah, no shave November.
Cliff's got the beard going. Yeah, looking good.
After 35 years of marriage, my wife was like, I'm tired of looking at your face. Grow a beard.
That's awesome.
All right. Give us the update. You got my update.
Okay. Let's talk rates. So on the conventional side, we are starting a little bit higher than where we've been, 6.375. So from 612 to 6375. Not terrible. Advertised rate you're probably seeing is 599, maybe 5875 with a buy down.
So I'll let it billboard again.
Okay.
You're right up there with the billboard.
Right there. Yep. And then on the FHA side, we're starting at 599, so holding that from last week. And then advertised rate, you're probably seeing 5375, maybe 549, somewhere right there with a buy down.
Okay, so we're holding steady.
Yeah,
just like
we're right
predicted.
there. Yeah.
Yes, it is not a lie. They are thinking about doing a 50-year loan, right? It's not a conspiracy theory. So if you've heard that, they are thinking about it.
Yeah.
So we actually have 2 big announcements today. Yeah. We're not going to go into it because there's still a lot of questions out there. Yes. But why don't you give us a little bit of
highlight? Yes. So the thing that's interesting, I really think is interesting with the 50-year is you have to think back when the 30-year came out. I know sometimes that's before some people's time, but it was in the 60s.
Even before me.
Yeah. So a lot of people had the same responses now that it was just going to be crazy because they were used to a 15-year. So, I mean, put it into some perspective. Home prices have gone up. So it's a way of helping. The strategy is, the idea is to make it a little bit more affordable for people to get into homes. So if you stretch over the life of a 50-year loan versus a 30, it definitely helps the payment in that regard and helps your debt ratio. So that's kind of the idea. Some people do anticipate that it could potentially push home prices up because it will flood the market with more people looking to buy. So that's yet to be seen. It's not even a for sure thing yet. It's just in talks. So we'll see if it actually comes. There's a lot of steps that have to happen. Lots of guidelines have to change for that to happen. So we'll see.
Now, having said that, there's already a 40-year loan program out there.
Correct. And there's some misconceptions around that. The 40-year loan really is for people who are already in a dire situation, who need help kind of digging themselves out of a hole. It's not something that's advertised. It's not something that just mainstream you can get right off the bat. It's something that you need it if you're in trouble. You're in trouble.
So this one is actually, they're trying to set it up for first-time home buyers. And like Beck said, to help you with your monthly payment. Just remember, there's always pluses and minuses, and we help but your equity may be affected.
Correct.
So, we'll kind of keep you updated. We'll watch it, but there's a lot of conspiracy theorists out there. Just be careful with that.
Yes.
Get the facts right.
Yeah.
Base your decision on facts.
Yeah, and if it does go into effect, it's going to take some time. Right. So if you're on the fence, you're waiting for this particular program, I wouldn't say to do that because it's going to be a minute.
Okay, so that's one big announcement. Fannie Mae came out with another announcement as well.
Yes.
About credit score.
Yes.
So what's going on there?
So Fannie Mae just announced as of the 16th, so in a couple days, they do not any longer require a minimum credit score. So Fannie Mae is one of the conventional products that you can get, and they have their particular guidelines. And their particular guidelines were minimum credit score of 620. As of the 16th of this month, they are doing away with that minimum credit score.
So, okay. Does that mean anybody can get a loan?
You get a loan. You get a loan. No, unfortunately not. So what that means is they're opening again. They're trying new strategies to help people get into homes. So the thought behind this announcement is that there's several different factors that go into you getting approved for a loan. And one of those factors is that minimum credit score. They're doing away with that piece, which means if you have a really clean file, you've been with your employer for a long time, you've got great income, you've got some reserves set aside for, if anything were to happen, you've got some money to pull from. Those kinds of things. You've got maybe something happened in your past where there was something derogatory and you've been working to clean it up, but your credit score is just not quite to that 620. That's what this program is for, is those people who they tick all the boxes except for that one. We still have to run automated underwriting. And if we don't get an approved eligible, then there's some other criteria that we've got to follow.
Now, I wasn't in the real estate world in 2008, but this is not going to be like 2008 where everything was just you went in and all you had to breathe, right, to get a loan practically.
Yeah.
So there's still,
there's still other pieces that we look at that it's just one piece. So if all of the other ones are green and a go, and that's just the only piece that's holding you back, then it's a little bit different versus before this announcement. It was a hard and fast, had to be 620. Now it's not a hard and fast.
And just remember, I think, was it last week or 2 weeks ago, we talked about the better your credit score, the better your rate.
Correct.
So just remember that you want to try to pay attention to that. But if something happens and you find the house of your dreams, talk to Bex and see what you can do.
This could definitely be, because FHA, when we look at that side, their minimum credit score is 580. So if your credit score wasn't at that 620, you would kind of default to an FHA. You still want to weigh those two programs. This would be a good example of if someone has that credit score that's not quite there, but maybe they're wanting to come in with 20% down. FHA, that's hard because you still have to carry mortgage insurance. Now you have the opportunity to still go conventional if all the other factors line up. You've got this 20% to put down. You just don't meet that minimum credit score that they had. So
it's kind of nice. It gives like somebody like Bex another door to look into, another option for you to say, hey, here's your payment. Maybe you will still want to go FHA, but maybe not. So because of the mortgage insurance. So all kinds of good questions out there, but possibilities. Yeah. I think they're trying to get, they want people to get into homes. Right? It's good for the economy. It's good for you as the home buyer. You own something, you have equity. And
So if your credit is on the fence or you're not sure where your credit is at, feel free to reach out to us. We can look at it with you and see what program might make the most sense for you.
Okay, great. QR code. Check it out. Yeah. Come get a free consultation. Okay, thanks, Bex.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
We'll see everybody next week. Bye.
Bye.